Hi, my name is Mfunda.
Hi, my name is Mbete.
Hi, my name is Delearship.
Hi, my name is Ngxumza.
Hello there, my name is Akhona and Sandile.
So we decided to go to the V&A Waterfront where we went to Audi, the dealership in the waterfront, and then we spoke to Babalwa Ngxumza, who had been a salesperson at the dealership for 3 months, was it?
Yeah.
3 months. So she didn't have like a lot of experience at the dealership, but she was very helpful and she was able to help us with all the things that we needed.
Personal selling is a face-to-face selling in which one person who is a salesperson tries to convince a customer into buying a product.
Daily activities. So as we know that in the car industry, there are some daily activities and each and every day have the challenges and opportunities, and because we know that people want new model cars as they introduce in the industry. And then in those daily activities we have follow-up on walk-ins. As you know that in the car dealership, people walking in to buy a car personally, rather than to go on looking for it on internet and other
social media pages. But I think the one thing that she had a challenge with on that specific activity is that there's not many people that just come into Audi, just to buy a car on that day. Like the cars there, they cost like a lot, so you can't just come in there and buy a 200,000 rand car. So you have to, like, when the clients come in, you have to establish a relationship with the clients first. Yeah. Then you can follow up on them.
So as you know that a client, when you walk into the business, yes, so that he's seeking for more information about it.
It's a potential.
Also to add what you were saying, she also stated that there are some people who just go there to just look at the car, but they won't buy. So that's sort of a challenge she had to overcome.
So you also have to do the follow-up on internet queries, because some customers, they don't have time to go to the dealerships personally, but they can do it online, contact you online. So that one is the best because it saves time.
I remember she said that a lot of the clients that they actually get are people that look at cars from online and they maybe try and get a quote from them, and then from the quote they get contact details for the clients, and then they call the clients and also follow up on the clients using that. But I think it's like a great way of getting like leads, not just necessarily waiting on people that come into the dealership, And one of the other activities she mentioned was collections and deliveries. Collections and deliveries, because when you work in the car industry, like people from far, you remember that client she was talking about? In Maritzburg, yes, who ordered a car from her, like all the way from Cape Town. So she had to fly that person in. Like the collections and the deliveries they're very like important in a way in building the relationship with the client. I think that all the activities that actually a salesperson does are very important for the next sale. Because everything is about getting like the next sale.
Yeah, because if there's a follow-up on internet, you can get a positive feedback, so which most people can try, wanna experience that what is exactly you've got to the product, because you have a positive feedback, so that they can get that extra.
And also another thing that she mentioned was that when you close like a sale and you've got that sale, you can't just keep quiet and no longer talk to the client. You have to establish a rapport. Like, how's the car treating you? Are you okay with all the controls? Do you know what you have to do? Like, do you know where you can service the car? Do you know when to service the car? Are you having any problems? And I think that also built like a really good and strong relationship with the clients, so that they can come back like after 6 years, once they've thought like, I want another Audi, they come back and they come back to the same person.
Because as you know that if a salesperson actually is trying to make the customers to have a good relationship with industries.
In the industry.
Because it's all about relationship.
Yeah, you have to establish like a strong relationship with the clients. And I think that they actually have to see you as a person, like not someone who's trying to just push the product, you know, someone that they can talk to.
That will create a loyalty.
Yes, because they're going to come back to you as well. Yeah, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the sales industry, every day is not the same, which means that each day brings new challenges. So when we spoke to Babalwa, one of the main challenges that she was currently facing was product knowledge. So she had mentioned that even though she had been in the industry for nearly 3 months, she had been working with Audi, but she had not yet undergone training
With Audi, yes.
So she still didn't have enough knowledge on the features and some of the knowledge that she needed to have about the cars.
To make sales, exactly.
So there's like certain points where a client would ask her questions about a certain car, and then she didn't have the proper information to like answer the person, and then she'd have to refer the client to another person, which then means that she had like lost a sale.
Yeah.
So that was another challenge.
And also, I think she mentioned something about people preferring to go to someone that already knew the product, or already knew what they needed, instead of like trying to get this person, to wait on this person to get the information that they actually needed. Because it can be quite like, can be distorting for like a client to have to wait on you to
Like
get.
imagine if I'm asking you a question, you're like, okay, give me a minute, I have to first go ask someone.
Yes.
You start losing faith in me.
Yeah, like you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, and you might not even know the product that you're selling me right now. Yeah, and what if I encounter a problem with the product? Are you gonna go and ask someone how you're gonna solve my problem? So I'm gonna have to wait even longer. You know? Yeah.
And the other thing, if like another challenge is like when a person like seeks for a car, some of them is for a speed car. So like classic, the car is classic. So as I'm a salesperson and I don't have the knowledge about that product, how can I clarify to a customer say that the speed now that we're looking for is this one, and that one we're looking for is that one.
Yeah.
So which means that if you have that knowledge of the product you are selling, which means you're good to go.
I think also to her, while she hasn't undergone training, she felt so devastated because she was working previously with
and
she could at least relate what's going on from the previous job. But as we could see her that she's not comfortable, and she's willing to seek to learn more about that industry she is in.
But I felt like with her not having undergone training at the time, it was very difficult for her to overcome objections. Because number one, the cars that they're selling, they're very expensive. And then people would have like a lot of objections like, does it need to have like a sunroof that I have to pay extra for? Does it need to have that and that and that? And you have to overcome those with like benefits that the client is going to be actually getting from the car, and she didn't know like all the benefits of the car, so she couldn't overcome certain objections.
And another challenge that she faced in terms of the sunroof.
Yeah.
A client might come in wanting a car with a sunroof, whereas it's not in his or her price range.
Yeah.
So that was another issue, because at the end of the day, even if the client doesn't get what they want, they still need to leave satisfied. So she needed to find a way to just make sure that the client is satisfied and find an alternative that's still going to suit the client.
Yeah, I also think that on her lack of knowledge on the product, it also had an influence on her confidence as a salesperson. I mean, imagine not knowing what the product
because
does.
She told us that she gets bored the whole day. She goes to work and does nothing.
Yeah,
there's no person. Yeah,
another thing, like most of the job, they don't give her. They give to someone else who has knowledge about that product. So like sometimes you go there like for nothing.
Yeah.
So the lack of motivation, you're highly motivated for your job, but now because most of the job you're not doing it, you're just staying there, just sitting there for the whole day, which means that now there's no use for your work.
I think it also disabled her to get like clients from even the people that walk into the dealership, you know, like to hook those clients in, because she didn't have enough knowledge. And even if someone came in and asked about the car, I'm sure they'd much rather call a salesperson who knows more about the cars than she does, because she hadn't undergone training.
Because if you're still new, the more you interact with customers, the more you get the knowledge.
Yeah.
So that where can you learn? You cannot get the knowledge when you cannot interact with the customer.
With the client, yeah.
There are 4 main characteristics that Babalwa highlighted for a salesperson to have. According to her, these are the main characteristics that a salesperson rather should have. And that is resilience, charisma. The salesperson must be relationship driven, and most importantly, the salesperson must be patient. According to her, if you've got these 4 characteristics, then you're on your way to being a great salesperson.
Resilience, like I believe she said that it's the ability for you to go from one sale to another,
Yes.
to continue. Like even if you don't make a sale today, then you go the next day and you try as hard as you can to make that sale. And then you also establish relationships with the clients that you need,
Yes.
so that if they're not, if it's not a sale today, then it's a sale tomorrow or another month.
Yes. Also resilience in the sense that you must not give up. I mean, if you don't make a sale today,
because sometimes like months you can go for months without making a sale, you know.
Of course.
Also, as she said when she was pre-arrived there, she only had one person. She only made one sale.
Yeah,
for
for
the
the
whole
whole 3 months.
for the whole 3 months.
And they had to give her like an incentive because she was new and she couldn't like make the sale, and she didn't have like proper knowledge of the product that she was selling to the customers. Yeah.
What I've learned is that you need to establish a good relationship with customers and with people that you're working with. And if you are driven by passion, there's nothing can stop you to achieve your goal, because everyone has goals. So you need to be driven by passion and you need to work hard.
What I've learned from Babalwa is that never give up. It's not easy out there. Try to be yourself, try to talk to people, have a relationship with people, because you never know what people think.
What I learned from Babsi is that working hard and putting in the hours can actually help, because she did a lot of things before she ended up at Audi. So whatever it is you're doing, don't stop doing something, you know, because you don't get your dream job overnight, but if you work towards it, then you'll be there one day.
Okay, so what I've learned from Babalwa is that you need to take initiative. Even though she had not received her training yet, she still took the time to go through files and just try and find out information on the cars that she was going to sell to people, and then also ask her co-workers about information and what she needed to know. So be like Babalwa, take initiative.
So what I've learned from Babs is that hard working and dedication is very important, because as she mentioned that she also worked for Fortunate Group, she was then promoted because of her hard work and dedication.
So what I've learned from this whole assignment is that with dedication, it is impossible to not get where you want to go. Babsi has told us so many challenges. She has shared with us the things that she faces at work, but she's able to overcome them with dedication. So if you dedicate yourself to anything, you can be whatever you want to be.